Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Unfortunately, I do have some rather disturbing and sad news today as a Carnival passenger went missing yesterday on the Carnival Elation. Well, I just found out I'll be going into the hospital for about 7 days. And while hospitals are considered safe places, they're still a danger. And that's why I'll make sure to have today's sponsor, Private Internet Access, running my entire stay in the hospital. You never know when or where someone may be trying to get into your personal information. And by having a VPN running, it hides your IP address, safeguards your device from threats like hackers looking to steal all your personal information. The reason I chose Private Internet Access is they have a no log policy, which means they never store or record any of my data. And that's been proven in court by a third-party audit. It also allows you to protect not just one, not three, but multiple unlimited devices. Everything from your computer, to your phone, to your tablets. And by using my link down below, you can secure your information. You will get an 83% discount plus an extra 4 months. For just $2.03 a month, you can have peace of mind when you travel or even have a hospital stay like I do. So thank you to Private Internet Access for sponsoring this video. So yesterday, about 95 miles off the coast of Florida on the way back to Jacksonville, out from an area of Melbourne, Florida, a gentleman appears to have gone missing on the Carnival Elation. The crew were notified by a guest traveling with the passenger. He's a gentleman around 30 years old. Unfortunately, they said he was missing. Couldn't find him during the day and everything, and by the time they notified the crew instigated a ship search as well as started checking the security cameras. And sometimes we don't hear this answer very often. We don't get a quick result like this from the cruise lines. They're usually very hush-hush. But in this instance, they appear very certain that it was a deliberate jump where the gentleman decided to jump overboard on his own. They do have people and crew members working with the family to help support them through this time. And again, it is one of those things that you can't predict. You can look for warning signs. You have to be aware of the warning signs. The problem is, as somebody who's lived through this myself, you don't see the warning signs until after the fact. And then you think back and say, oh, well, maybe that was a sign, and maybe that was a sign, and you start running through things on your own mind, and you start blaming yourself. So a message to the family out there, do not blame yourself. This is something the person themselves were going through, and this is the decision they made on their own. And it was their choice not to reach out for help. And that's the biggest thing. The majority of people who actually make a phone call, contact friends, speak about it, don't end up in this situation. And it's unfortunately cold hard facts. And I know it's hard for some people to speak about their emotions and their feelings, but you really have to take into consideration the alternative that can happen. And so if you're having any thoughts out there whatsoever of any kind of self-harm, please reach out to a family member, a friend, a co-worker, or a hotline, somebody, so you don't become a statistic and a story about somebody going missing or some tragic end. Like I said, it was devastating for me when a good friend of mine took their own life as well. And it was completely out of the blue. And I never saw it coming. And none of their friends saw it coming. So again, to the family, my condolences, but please, please, please do not blame yourself. And as I said, it's very rare that the cruise lines actually come out only hours after the search has been going on and say, like literally they came out the same day as the passenger went missing and said, yeah, it's a pretty clear-cut case of a person intentionally jumping overboard of their own accord. If you have any thoughts of this, please reach out to somebody, anybody. I know you won't like this video for the story, but if you appreciate the information, please hit that button, as well as consider subscribing here to the channel if you want to keep up to date with everything going on in cruising, from the good stuff and occasionally the bad stuff as well. It doesn't cost anything, but it really does help the channel if you subscribe. And again, my condolences completely to the family and to everyone out there. Please have yourself a safe vacation.